is.
Yeah. Might be the only one, so.
We've got Marshall back at home in Monterrey.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like out of them too, like other than them, we don't really see like that much Snake representation. And it feels weird because it feels like at the start of the game there was a lot of Snake players in Mexico, but as the meta moved on, as the game kept going, people started dropping Snake. So we got like the character loyalists keeping him.
Yeah, definitely the character loyalists right here, ApolloKage being one of those. And right now we're going to get started right here. Going to opt to go for some,
Oh,
again,
there we go.
yeah, that's the side magnet shenanigans that we talked about earlier. So that's kind of how you have to start off right here.
Ooh.
Gets the PK rocket though. No one home for it though. You see Gackt not even opt to use the rocket because knowing that wasn't going to catch ApolloKage under any circumstances right there.
I mean, I saw Gackt playing yesterday, and he was just throwing those rockets out of nowhere, and they were hitting. So he has been playing very aggressively this weekend, and the way that he's been going through it for this matchup so far, I mean, this is actually like the first proper hit that ApolloKage is getting. He doesn't really want to give ApolloKage a single chance to set up anything, but at this point, as you mentioned with the projectiles and how Gackt can get a lot more out of them than ApolloKage himself, we're not really seeing him trying to do anything fancy or set up any traps with them.
Yeah, certainly for sure. Like not trying to set up a ton of traps, and also this layout specifically, you can PK fire towards center stage from the platform, and you pretty much just set up a wall.
Yes.
ApolloKage really can't get through. You see him trying to low profile it and try to throw out these down tilts just to throw out a hitbox to maybe catch Gackt landing, but Gackt's not giving it to him. Gackt is just mixing up the movement, staying nice and airborne whenever he needs to, making those platforms his home, and it's making it so difficult for ApolloKage to do anything right here.
Yeah, even like hard for him to come back to the stage and actually do something against this. This second stock has been fully gagged, and right there, the Cypher actually giving ApolloKage a chance to come back to the stage and get the first stock, but Gackt, once again, immediately all over ApolloKage trying to get this second stock off as quick as possible, and this rate, maybe a good chance for an S-guard.
Yeah, not looking too bad. I mean, this is a really rough percent to be at. You know, back throw definitely going to kill at this percent.
Yes.
You know, if you're not careful, you know, one of these back airs will also kill. So you got to be really, really careful if you're ApolloKage. But so far, Gackt, the wave landing, the movement, just to get on that platform immediately and set up to catch the landing from ApolloKage. And now Gackt having the full stock lead in this game one. ApolloKage definitely needing to rethink in terms of how he wants to approach this situation. Using the normals more. Again, we talked about it, right?
I mean, we've barely seen any projectiles so far.
Yeah, got to use the dash attack, got to use the up tilt to anti-air really well. You got to use the down tilt just to get some approaches right here. Roll read, no one home for it though. Right now, ApolloKage cleaning up a little bit more, but still a little bit behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Gackt going all the way from coast to coast, trying to catch him. And it's got to be so tough here for ApolloKage because a lot of Snake players, when they recover high, it makes it really hard for a lot of their opponents to actually do something here. And with the delayed rocket actually catches him coming back into center stage, and that way taking the third stock. But yeah, it's going to be so rough trying to recover high against Gackt because with the aerial mobility for Ness, it's so easy for him to catch him anywhere he recovers. And once you like throw the up B, like what really can you do to mix up your recovery coming back into the stage?
Yeah, there's not really much you can do. Snakes do have they have this specific like thing when they use their Cypher and then they fast fall and then use the air dodge.
Yeah.
And so when they're fast falling, they're air dodging, they basically are intangible for so long.
For like
so,
all the way to like
however, that doesn't cover your landing, which is what Gackt
he's been punishing real easily.
Yeah, Gackt ended up looking for that, and now going to opt to go for a bit of a more platform layout stage, opting to go for the battlefield, which I feel like is a pretty, like, Snake generally can cover battlefield pretty well. The problem is that you need your projectiles to do that, and you can't really use them as prevalently against Ness right now. But definitely, you know, you see him low profiling, the crouches already starting to come out, which is what you need to do against Ness, right? You need to hope that you can actually just crouch and anti-air him, because you basically pancake and then boom, you have a giant hitbox.
Trying to catch him there with the rocket, doesn't quite do it just yet, but ApolloKage is struggling to just get back into the stage to recovering high, but now putting in the pressure on the ledge against Gackt. Unfortunately for him, doesn't quite get it just yet and actually gives out stage control, but once again back to neutral. Both of them fishing for like hoping their opponents make a mistake that they can punish here, but ApolloKage relying here on the normal attacks, just not really cutting it just yet.
Yeah, definitely not cutting it just yet, but so far, I mean, this is looking a lot better than it did at the beginning of game one, because we saw Gackt basically almost 0 to death, pretty much uncontested. Just like that, I mean, you know, eat the back air, once you use that second jump from Snake, you know, one of your only options is the Cypher, but there is a bit of a startup before the air acceleration.
Yeah, you stay there.
Yeah, and Gackt knows that, and that's why you saw, oh my goodness, we almost saw the craziest combo of the weekend.
We did. Look at him. He's going back to the stage. ApolloKage, yeah, you can use that, but okay. Working out in his favor in that case.
Literally, that 10-20% literally saved him from getting up. He would have died at that up tilt without the side back.
You're so right.
100%. And that's something we talked about at the beginning of the match too, right? So definitely getting a ton of value right here if you're Gackt, and the back air, enough to put Gackt off stage, trying to maybe find something to get Gackt here, but unfortunately not able to pan out the way that he wants. That time mixing it up, because the counterplay there is you side magnet and then you stall with the Nikita, but then the counterplay is you just full send it. Yeah, that time working out for ApolloKage.
It's the thing there, the dog 98% on his side. The thing here is, it does look like ApolloKage, his best chance at using the projectiles is trying to set up something in the ledge, like you see right here, setting up the C4 on the corner, but with Gackt on center stage, at this point, he once again has to rely on the normal attacks, and right there, dash attack, unfortunately, for ApolloKage, sending Gackt into middle stage, giving him 6 for once again, and now the pressure coming in from Gackt, actually catching him barely with that dash attack, and now, once again, the throw, not enough just yet.
Yeah, almost the end right there for ApolloKage's second stock, but needing to find something big right here. I mean, again, the timer for the, smart stuff right there. We talk about it again. Once you use those jumps of your Snake, you know, you're pretty much a sitting duck. So right now, can we find something here? Gets hit by the weak hit of the PK Rocket. At 0, definitely not going to do a whole lot. So
23%, right?
Yeah, not too shabby for sure. And actually, yeah, I love Gackt, you know, not even trying to mind game the C4, decided to just play it and go to the second platform right there. Really, really smart stuff.
There's stuff there. That tech could have actually ruined just ApolloKage's attempt at coming back into the stage accidentally, but really staying alive. But once again, the pressure from Gackt from middle stage, controlling the entirety of it, putting the pressure there on the shield with those tilts. And now, once again, going high, gets caught with the backer. It seems like this might be it.
Yeah, ApolloKage has not been able to get a whole lot off of these like recoveries, and yeah, that's gonna be it. No, never mind. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
Yeah.
But Snake's
heavier than he thinks.
Snake is pretty heavy. Snake is pretty heavy, but
hey, with all the gear.
Yeah, but that should be it.
There you go.
Yeah, certainly. But that's a 2-0 lead for Gackt right now, and yeah, ApolloKage has just not really been able to get a whole lot out of his high recoveries. He's just been getting juggled right after. The problem is that if you go to ledge, you know, you end up, you know, Gackt can just set up the yo-yo.
Exactly.
And even with the Cypher air dodge, even that hitbox isn't enough to get rid of the yo-yo sometimes. Yeah. So it's just really difficult. It's kind of a gamble. And on top of that, Snake's ledge options against Ness are very limited, because generally jump from ledge as Snake isn't very good. So your only options are to stay on ledge, get up attack, or roll, right? Or even normal get up. But if Ness is right in front of you at ledge, like that yo-yo
he can cover all of them, yeah.
That yo-yo is coming out 100%. Gonna opt to go back to the first stage where, you know, ApolloKage maybe feels like he can get some better mileage. I just feel like that center platform, he was just getting caught too many times at these like 0 to 60 situations. Maybe trying to just get rid of that altogether. ApolloKage turning up the jets a little bit right here, though.
Trying to get that hard read immediately on that quick recovery from Gackt. Doesn't quite get it, but it's now ApolloKage actually putting in the pressure, trying to put a defensive wall on the ledge. Doesn't quite get it just yet. Gackt trying to get that side magnet from the C4. Doesn't really get it just yet, but here we go. Good chance here for Gackt to get the first stock, but the high recovery once again from ApolloKage, giving him a chance to breathe and get out a little bit from the pressure from Gackt. But once again, he's going to keep trying to do the same thing, sending to ledge and just try to react quickly to whatever he recovers.
Yeah, certainly for sure. I mean, you see the grabs come out from ApolloKage, knows that he's trying to maybe set up for a tech situation after the down throw. Unfortunately, not able to pan anything out off of it, though. And this is a situation where up tilt could start being a factor, but the up smash from Gackt, able to take that first stock. And again, Gackt's pacing has been so good this entire set. So, he had the read on the roll, but doesn't.
He hesitated.
Yeah, doesn't pull the trigger on that up tilt.
There we go, though.
Yeah, makes it work right there. I mean, was that Nair? I think that was.
I think so.
Yeah, Nair ended up. I turned around for a second. I'm like, oh, hitbox is, he's dead. Yeah, very, very good stuff to ApolloKage. Not letting the lead get too far out from his reach, as opposed to the first two games, right?
Actually seeing ApolloKage use grenades more than we've seen him so far in this third game, and somehow still working on his favor. Gackt still getting some of that percentage back with that Pymatic, but at least the pressure from those grenades is not really giving Gackt that much of a chance to put in the pressure. But once again, kind of an interesting situation there on the ledge where ApolloKage was getting edge guarded, but now it ended up being Gackt on the outside. But here we go. First time again, ApolloKage putting in some damage on Gackt, but
Yeah.
can't really follow anything up. It just feels like straight hits doing the damage right now.
The fact that Snake can up throw up to it at 0 and it does 30 is horrendous, by the way. I'm not going to lie. That was so gross. It's just like immediate.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the scary part, right? Because if you hit Snake, you're forced in a tech situation where you could just redo the Cypher. But if you hit the Cypher, you're just dead. So very, very early stock from right there from ApolloKage. Was doing a really good job of keeping the second game close. Unfortunately, not able to, or third game, I mean, not able to pan out the way he wanted to for that stock 2. And this is winner's life on the line for ApolloKage if he can't find these stocks.
Yeah, I mean, the way Gackt has been playing since yesterday, like, and the way he's been showing off in this set so far, it definitely looks like he wants to take it all the way. And right here, once again, taking ApolloKage from coast to coast, putting in the pressure from the ledge guard, doesn't quite get it there. Gets the backer though, but the C4 there from Gackt actually trying to guess when he was going to blow it up with the sideline. But right here, ApolloKage giving up stage control and paying off for that.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate right there. Not really wanting to fall off stage. Not really wanting to fall off stage that way. And ApolloKage gonna go down 3-0 to Gackt in a very very unfavorable matchup in terms of your game plan. You know, like Snakes and
fully negating his